Hello and welcome to MumboCraft. This is FamilyCraft Dad and I am here at the Collab Base. And yeah, I'm getting ready. As I said last week, I'm getting ready to build over there a replica of this over here. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a blast. I mean, just to give you guys an idea, you know, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to step over here. And there's our little cow farm. In fact, you know, here we go. I'm gonna feed the cows a little bit. I don't know I don't know if I showed you this nice little design here. It's a one-button cow farm design. You press the button, the cows come up, you feed them up, and then you press the button again. It lets all the cows go down, and then as you saw there, it kind of bounced around a little bit, and then you saw all the experience points come up, which is kind of cool. And basically what just happened there is there's a piston that uses the translocation mechanic, scoots the baby cows over because they're only one high. All the regular cows stay here because they're stuck. They're too high. So then the baby cows go over and they just sit there until they're old enough. You know the design. They go off until they're old enough and then they find themselves in some lava once they grow up. That's, you know. But anyways, back to what I was doing here. This is the size of the build. Let's just take a little stroll from one end to another. And just to give you an idea how big this area is. I mean, we're just walking along. There's the circles. There's a nice pond. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with that pond. But let's just keep on walking here. Just to give you an idea how big this thing is. I'm running, by the way. This is running, actually, not walking. Not even Sprint 2, though. And here's our little tree farm. It's really a nice design. Here's the idea. Basically what we do. I know I'm doing ADD here. Deal with it. But it's not that great of a design for the shorter trees like this. But when you get into the taller trees, like jungle wood and big spruce trees, what's really cool is you can grow them. And instead of having to spiral all the way up, which takes absolutely ages, what you can do is walk up the stairs here and jump on top of the build. And then just on the build? No. The tree. Get on top of the tree, and then you just kind of drill your way down through the core. And it's just so much quicker doing it that way. So it's great for long trees. But anyways, yeah, so this is how big our base is. It takes forever to get across. It's impressively large. It's impressively large. So what we're going to get into right now is... Oh, hey, Noodles. How's it going? He's been over here helping recently. But anyways, yeah. We're going to get going on a nice, not replay. It's not a replay. It is, what's it called, FamilyCraft Dad? It is called a time-lapse. Time-lapse, third-person time-lapse. What I'm going to do is put my son's account up in the air again. And this time I'm going to run it in shaders. So yeah, here we go. All right, guys, what do you guys think? That came out pretty darn good, that time lapse. I had to render it. I had to check it out. I wanted to see what it would look like. And yeah, it came out pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, so here I am. I am here the next day, and as you can see, Packrat has put in all the windows, which is awesome. And a little bit of deja vu from I think the episode 2. I'm working on this edging here again. And yeah, this is deja vu. We're doing this all over again. So yeah, I'm working on this for Pack, but meanwhile, there's been lots of stuff going on over at the town square. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about how things are going over there. So this episode's going to be kind of a split between here and over there. And since over here is kind of a repeat of episode 2, I'm not going to show too much of this. It'll be more just like progress updates and whatnot. And yeah.
Where am? Oh, what's this? Where am I, guys? This should look familiar to some of you guys, but anyways, Mumbo has gone ahead and replicated his house in Minecraft, and I think it's really, really cool. And since I saw it on Twitter, I knew where it needed to go. I knew where this build right here needed to go. And yeah, it needs to go into town square, and I need to build a whole section for townhouses. It's important to me now. It needs to happen. This needs to happen on the server. And I challenged Mumbo to come over and build it. He didn't. That's fine. Maybe he might come over and at least reside in it for a little while. That would be kind of fun. But anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna get started on building this. But first, I need to go through and make the plots that will fit this size of a build. I have counted out this. This is not part of the world that he let us download. This is, each of these sections is 5, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 43 deep. And yeah, so basically what I need to do is plot it out. So we've got 10, 11, 12. So the build would start at 12. So the size of the garden would be 11, right? Right. Okay. And then we would have going all the way back here. I'm not even going to sit here and try to do the math on camera. I will really mess it up and everybody will make fun of me, which would be good fun for everybody except for, me. So actually, you know what? I'm going to do the math. You know what? The heck with it. Okay. So we got 11 in the front, right? And then we have what? 5, 8. 8 in the back. All right. And so overall there's 43. So 11 and 8 would be 19, and then 43. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this in camera. What am I thinking? No. I will figure it out off camera, and you guys will not be able to make fun of me. Ha! I win. All right, guys. I think I've plotted it out. There's some builds I'm going to show you in a minute, but yeah, I think I've plotted out the space that we're going to need, and it's not small, not even remotely. So, all right. So we've got the garden up front here. And the build would start here. And then all the way back here. This is all build. And this is the back garden. That's not small. And I certainly can't have that going here. Because I need to eat. No. Because, I could have 2 builds here. That's fine. And I will. I most likely will. But around here, we've got lake. So what I got to do is come up with some kind of park or something for this section. But on this side, it'll take a lot of work, but I guess I can clear up these trees and the mountains here, or little hills here, and make room for it all to go all on this side, all the way down, or at least most of the way down. Yeah, I think I could pull it off. This front area here, I don't know. Maybe what I need to do instead, because I was thinking about what I was going to do in this section, right? Last week you saw me looking at this hemming and hawing. Maybe this section will be done by the players because this will be the garden section. I can make it a little bit wider so, it fits the Mumbo's garden, right? And I'll make it a little wider on either side, but make this the garden area. And that'll cut back on how much space is going to be taken up in the back here. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I think that's what we're going to do. Mumbo said in his video he had one building on this side and then multiple buildings on the right side. So I don't think his build is going to be on this side because it just won't match his neighborhood. So what it looks like will happen is Mumbo's build is going to be somewhere over here-ish, probably right here. There's going to be another one here on the plot there, and then a handful of plots there, going all the way down. That's my goal. I'm going to see if I can plot this out. I'm going to redo this garden area, and so that it's a little wider. And yeah, I think that's going to be the job. I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to get going on plotting this out, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I don't know whether I'll be here when I see you again or if I'm going to be over at the Colab Base. We shall see. I'm not sure. So one way or the other, I will see you in a split second. And for me, it's going to be a lot longer than that. All right, we are back at the Colab Base area. And what I'm looking at through the window is the first building. And what I'm about to look at is the second one. Oh, yeah. Look at this. I've worked on the floor, got the floor done. And Pack and Lieutenant Colonel Thorne have been putting in the peaks to all the windows. And also, I've been kind of helping. Thorne's got all these towers all set to go. See, he's got the diorite going all the way up to the height that he wants it at. And so basically, I've been just going around filling in the towers. So I've got quite a few more to do. May not get to that this week, just kind of working at this as time goes on. But I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea how we're doing over here. And it is coming along good. One of the things we've been talking about is the possibility of just leaving this open. Like the other one, we have 3 different levels of floors. Maybe we might just do like, I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know what we're going to do with the floors in here. I don't know if it's going to be a complete replica. I feel like it ought to be a little bit different just because we can. So yeah. And as you can see up there, oh, it looks like, is that Pack right up there? I think. Yeah, I think he's getting to work. Basically, what we got going on, I don't know if I can get a good view on it. You guys can kind of see it. YouTube can be a little bit funky, especially if you have lower resolution. But yeah, if you could see through the window there, you can see we're taking the roof design and cutting all the way over to here. And that is just kind of, we're going to connect the buildings. I'm just going to say it straight up. There's going to be a massive arch. There's all sorts of stuff we're trying to sort out. It's gonna be cool. I'm really excited about this base area. But yeah. Before this episode's over, I want to go back over to the town square and kind of show you guys how things are going over there. There's some really cool builds popping up. And yeah, I want to make sure that you guys don't miss any of them. You know, if I let too much time go by, it's going to be like there was nothing there and then all of a sudden it's completely filled up. But yeah, I've gotten the plots all set up. Last thing you saw on here was that I was putting those plots together. And yeah, I've gotten that taken care of. And since then, actually, our esteemed leader, good old Mumbo himself, he decided to come on the server. And it was really cool. I got to show him the town square. He checked out the iron farm and the gold farm and all the other ridiculous builds. There's a huge glass sphere that he was taking a look at, or really a dome. And he was taking a look at that. There's a lot of cool things going on the server that he was looking at. But it was a lot of fun having him on. I think everybody else agrees. It was a good time. Oh, yeah, and he also checked out Tombot's really fast minecart. You know what? I'm showing it now. I might as well show it to you guys. So here, let's pop on down. Whee! Boing. So basically the idea is you come here, you wait for the cart to show up, you hop in, and it just goes. And we're up. And we're up. Oh no, Tombot, your design's broken. I didn't end up there. Stuck. Press the button under the piston to get out. Okay, I guess this is a thing that happens. Oh, okay. All right, so every now and again that breaks. Well, that was a really well thought out design. I mean, even the little goof up, it worked out. So that's cool. Hello, he's one of the new guys on the server. And yeah, this is great. You know, there's tons and tons of stuff going on the server. But yeah, let's head on over to the town square and take a look at some things. All right, so here we are. We are at the town square and we are at the townhouse area here. And I've gotten everything all plotted out.
I had a little bit of help from Zombie, his name is, or underscore zombie underscore. He helped me clear this area out, but I marked everything out, and it worked out pretty good. I enjoyed it, working on that with him. But over here, we have Mumbo's build. This is where he's going to go, like I mentioned before. And if you remember looking at his build earlier, you have his walkway here. So this is like all garden. You're going to have that little tree here, some rose bushes, I think on that side. And then you got the door going in. You have all the cool building stuff. And then you have the backyard over here. So I've gotten everything plotted out to match that kind of look and feel. I'm going to let the backyard be kind of a loose thing because there's a build happening here. And to those who might be savvy, looking at the colors, you might be able to figure out what's going on there. If not, you'll have a surprise for next week. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited about that. That is the underscore zombies job there. Or not job, but his project. So I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait to see what it's going to turn out like. But then you've got the rest here. Now, I remember last week I said that there was going to be a bit of a surprise in here. But I think he's got to make it a little bigger. It was smaller earlier. He's torn it down, and now he's going to make it a little bigger. So that's a bummer, but that's fine. More surprises for the future. And over here we have some builds. Let's go check out some of these new builds. First, we've got Little Miss Obvious right here. She has made herself a little restaurant, and it's looking pretty darn good. Now, she said she wasn't quite done yet, so I'm not going to go looking too much in there. And this guy right here is Jam Doggies. And I really like this build. This is really neat. Needs a little furnishing in here, though, doesn't it? Huh. But the thing I like about it, I don't know, it's something about fire escapes I really enjoy in Minecraft. They just look right. I don't know why. But then we have some other builds happening. Let's head on down this street over here. Now, one thing you'll notice that I do, I've gotten a few comments about this. This is a little trick you can do with the elytra. See, I've got elytra on. You can get a double jump in. Watch it now. It's not going to work, right? Oh, is it because I'm on half slabs? I bet. No, it's because I'm a newbie. But yeah, you might see me. Here we go. We can get some flight going. There we go. I got some flight going. There. And that's much better than running because you don't use any hunger and you go 10 times faster. But anyways, all the ADD going on there. But here we go. We have a new build here. Now, sadly, I did not plot these areas and I did not plan for such a big build to show up here. I really like this build though. So I've been very torn all day about this because I thought about putting a sign on there saying, hey, Amsterdamster, can you make it smaller? But you know what? I like it, and he's going to build something here. Maybe it'll match things up. I don't know. It'll be fine. It will be fine. And then the reason why I'm nervous about it is because we have this new build right here, and I don't want to spoil the view from it. So if I've got tall buildings on both sides, you're going to hardly see what that is. You know, I mean, it might be okay because I'm making these non-plots. So once you reach it, it's like, whoa, big building. And I am not going to tell you what this is until it's done. It's a surprise. It's not my build. It's one of the other players. It's actually one of the mods. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that build. He's pretty excited about that build. We're all fairly excited about that build. And it looks like Whisperfire's going to take on this corner as well. I did not put any rules saying people can't put more than one build. And she did such a darn good job with that one. I am excited to see what she's going to do here. So we shall see. Penguinos, last week, claimed this. See, he even has it right there, see? And he hasn't done the school yet. I'm bummed. He'll get to it. This is exam season for most kids right now. So I am not going to be upset at all. You know, hey, this is Minecraft. You know, we get to it when we can get to it, right? So I am really enjoying how this is coming out. I can't wait to see what this townhouse area is going to look like. I am quite excited about it. And yeah, I hope you're just as excited about next week's episode as I am, because I'm pretty excited. But anyways, this is the this is all the time I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know I have, and I've really and if If you really liked it, go ahead hit that like button. And if you're... But sadly, that's all the time I have for this week. Wow, why can't I think? Nah. I can end this, guys. It will happen. But sadly, this is all the time I have for this week. If you really like this episode, I screwed it up again. Sadly, that's all the time I have for this week. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you have. Is that it? Is that my... I can't think. Yes, okay. But sadly, this is all the time I have for this week. I really enjoyed this episode. I know... No! Gosh! I'm awful at this. Why can I never get the ending right? Try again. But sadly, that's all the time I have for this week. Really? But sadly, that's all the time I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know I have. And if you really loved it, go ahead and hit that like button. And I'd really love it if you were to subscribe. But this has been FamilyCraft. Toodles!